A very important question retirees will ask themselves once they are done working: how much of my money can I actually spend? And so that's what we're discussing today with Gary Mattson and Laurel Stewart. The father-daughter team are with Mattson Financial, a full-service financial and retirement firm in the Grand Rapids area. They are also popular radio show hosts. Okay, so we talk about people running out of money, but how much they can spend. Is that a question you get a lot?
Yeah, and I think that's where, we talk about the details right in the beginning of, what's your critical income need? What are the things that you need to pay for every month? And then we look towards those lifestyle items because everybody's dreams are different. We have some clients who he's actually just retired recently and he wants to write a book and publish a book. So I think that's really interesting. Others, they want to plan for Disney vacations in the,
right.
December.
Travel and take the trips they never were allowed to do.
Absolutely.
That's nice. Okay, so are people often playing it too conservatively in thinking about the future and not living their dreams or what they would like to do or taking the trips if that is a goal?
We had a great couple come in from East Grand Rapids, and she's still working, and he's now retired, but he's now on oxygen. And we were talking about the assets they have and what they want to do and all that, and they said, well, maybe next year, meaning 2020, we'll start traveling. And I'm going like, if not now, when? I mean, he's on oxygen now. Well, that's why I'm really concerned. I don't think we can travel anymore because he is on oxygen. And the answer is that's not true, but let's get you traveling now. So they immediately made a plan to go to Scotland, Ireland, spend a month over there, and we made plans with them so they can take the oxygen. It's very, very portable now. And again, that's the thing, you want to have that balance. I want to do things in this world, my bucket list, but also besides that bucket list, if you don't do it now, when will you do it? Yeah. You don't want to be the one to say I should have.
Do you find that people's original expectations of what they can spend is off from what they can afford?
That's where we talk about, when you're getting ready to retire, you need to make sure that you have 100% of the take home that you did while you're working. That way, those things don't change. A lot of times people will say, well, I'm not going to spend as much. I'm not going to go eat dinner or lunch with my, coworkers. Well, we think you might not do that, but you're going to find something different you're going to want to do. So we don't want to cut that down by any means.
Yeah. Okay. So how can people kind of align those two worlds together? Find that happy medium.
And that's really sitting down with somebody that you trust and look at your numbers and making sure they're aligning what you really want to do. Have you researched, the plan of going down to Florida and spending 4 months down there? What's that really going to cost? RV parks here are very different than they are in Florida. And in Florida, you can spend $1,400, $1,500 a month for the park, and now you got to pay electricity and other things with that. So it's very, very different to make sure you're going into very, very details of what you want to do in retirement. And that's what we do. We want to know your dreams, your goals, your desires up front, so we can assess that and help you ask questions that maybe you don't know, but more importantly, make sure the money's there to do those things that you want to do.
And are these things that you should know prior to retirement?
It's good to know some of the things that you want to do. It's not really a good thing to go into retirement and say, I don't know what I want to do, I just want to sit at home maybe, because that can create, you're not really enjoying what you've worked so hard for, we find. So it's good to have an idea, but you're spending 30 to 40 years in retirement, and life's going to change, and we want to be there to change along with it and have your plan be flexible.
Exactly. Flexibility in retirement is so important. That's what you really want to make sure you have to do.
So you encourage people to live their dreams. Do you do that by creating income? Is creating income in retirement even possible?
Absolutely. That's one of the things is that you've worked all this time and people say, well, I've got $1 million or I've got this $500,000. It doesn't feel that way to me. Right. And the reason for that is that you've been caring for that. You've been looking after it, adjusting things, putting money into it. Now we got to reverse that and have that take care of you. It's a daunting task sometimes. People get really, really worried about that. But that's what it's for, is to make sure you have an income to support you, Social Security, if you got a retirement pension. Then we want to make sure you have income flow coming in for the things that you need to do, but also that you want to do.
And you probably haven't had people complain that they have too much income, right?
Nope, but we do have people call in and they say, I have too much, I don't need it right now, so they want to shave their lifestyle down a little bit. And that's where, at our review meetings, if we feel like, we've had a conversation and then we know what their bucket list items are and they're not doing those things, we say, Betty, now it's time to do this. Remember you talked about this a couple years ago? And she says, all right, you're right. You know, it's time to get on that.
Yeah. And so you have a special offer for our viewers. Can you tell us about it?
For the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, if you're retired or looking to retire, we'd love to invite you in and let's talk about these dreams, goals, and desires to get you started on that retirement plan.
Okay, so for you at home, if you're looking to make sure your retirement is one where you will have money to live out your dreams, Mattson Financial has a great offer. Right now, for the first 5 callers that are retired, are getting ready to retire with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, they are offering a complimentary full-blown retirement plan just for you. This will allow them to sit down with you personally and provide you with a roadmap, analyzing where you are right now and discussing your best steps to really get ready for a successful retirement. A game plan to get you where you need to be. The number to call, 616-514-3831. Again, 616-514-3831. And Gary and Lowell, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We always want to live out our dreams.
Yes, we do.
Absolutely.
Thanks for helping folks do that.
Thank you.
And we will be right back.
This is 8 West.